What is up, beautiful soul family? I've got a reading today, and I just want to take a moment, acknowledge that this work I do here is not even fathomable without your guys' trust. Whether it's your higher self, spirit guides, somehow there's no such thing as coincidence. You coming across this video. Energy is sacred. It's something I don't take lightly. And when I have the opportunity to tap into somebody's world, I'm honored. I'm honored that there is a trust that it's been delivered to me to deliver, even if it's just a token of insight or guidance. My work's not possible without you. So thank you. I'm grateful and I'm honored. Whether you're new here or have been a part of this journey for a while, thank you. As always, I go through an auto writing. Sometimes I have a hard time reading my own writing. I've pulled a spread and we'll end with a oracle card. To begin, I would like to kind of express what I empath right from the very beginning. It's this energy of somebody that has carried a lot on their shoulders for quite a while. In one word, I would say it's a soul that is weary, a weary soul. It feels like you have been at the battlefield for a while. An innate knowing that you can't stop now. But feeling kind of feeling stuck. Like how much longer can you tread water before you sink? Maybe that's the feel. Now I sit in this and I go into meditation, into the person I speak to the natural born warrior spirit. Yes, you. The one who will go to the battlefield and defend to the end what they hold dear to their heart, whether it be families or morals. I also get the feeling that you are the one that will stand up for the vulnerable, to anyone, to be a voice when there isn't one. Some may see you as impenetrable, immovable, almost stone cold at times, but this is the farthest from the truth. For it's your soft heart that gives you cues as when to stand and defend. Despite all this, there feels like there's a weariness that rests upon you now. Yet, as ready as you are to jump to battle, you also understand there's a need for response and not reaction. Indeed, this is what makes you a superior leader as well. You're a critical thinker. You know emotions can be manipulated, if not in check, yet it's the passion in your heart that fuels your fire. And then I see like a blueprint, like they do for construction, laid out. To the soul I speak to, whether you're amidst a plan or developing one, the proper preparation is what will serve you well. To define what is black, white, and gray is what is going to give you the clear perspective going forward, so as not to land in a landmine. Your next move needs or should be as precise as a yes or no. For it's the gray areas that may lead you astray. Take your time, precious soul. It's not a time to be rushed, especially when you feel the pressure internally from yourself. This very much has, and I am not very familiar, but what comes to mind is the Zen philosophy, the art of war, If you're not familiar with that, it may be a good time to read or research that. But that's the energy that I'm picking up on. For it's very much at hand. The details are going to matter. The framework and the how-to execute. But above all else, don't forget you've got allies who not only respect you, but are ready to help you and give an allegiance to the cause. Your soul family is ready and standing by, but the plan must first come from you. So then we pull some cards. Our underlining energy comes with the Two of Swords. She's blindfolded, and indeed this feels like the treading above water. A time to make a hard decision. It's the yes or no. Neither feel appealing. Moreover, I have to question, is there a part of you that wants to keep yourself blindfolded to what the reality is in hopes that will maybe go away? I'm just seeing this now, but I'm going to pull it out because it caught my attention. Whoa. Underlining energy, remind you this, and I can't help. We got the Devil on the Tower that lies right below the Two of Swords. Tower in reverse. Maybe it was something you tried to avoid, but you knew it was... You tried to avoid, but it was inevitable, like it was going to happen. It has the energy of the Devil as well underneath. Something dramatic happened, which has led you to this point, to say the least. That's how I read that. And that they showed up and caught my attention. I don't always do that. So what's interesting about this, right, is making a plan to execute ahead while you're at war, at battles, trying to win the war. The heart of the spread, the card that represents you, the Oracle card, comes with guidance. Now I look at this card. So above, so below, we have the Tree of Life, and it's encompassed with a compass. It feels very much like this is not something... This feels very spiritual. Insights, intuitive downloads. Or maybe even a better yet, or a reminder that you're not alone. But I also feel very much like what you're facing right now is the soul experience. I believe that we have major points in our life that we chose to come face before we came here. And for you, I think this is one of those pinnacle moments in life. Whatever is at hand. And I look at this as a reminder that you've got a lot of guides that are here, right? This is the Tree of Life, as above, so below. This is as internal as external. And I also have to put this out too. If there is concern about getting it wrong, well, you want to be smart, obviously, due to the download. There's a call to be very precise in your decisions. I want to, with this compass, remind you, like, it doesn't give you comfort, maybe, in this moment, to say, a reminder that you can't mess it up. I had a download months ago that for some reason it's come in my mind. But everything is perfectly divinely orchestrated. So even when you think you've messed something up, if this is a life lesson, a soul lesson, that I believe deep down you're ready to graduate from, because it feels like it's been a time. Just a reminder that they won't let you fail. Even when you think you failed, you have the opportunity to reapproach it until you get it right. Not that that's I don't know if that's necessarily as encouraging as it sounds, but it is, because regardless, you can't fail, right? It just may take some time till you get it right. Your crossing energy comes with the Ace of Cups. Now, for the Ace of Cups, to me, this represents self-love. It's a love that we know when we're close to the divine. The divine is the unconditional love that teaches us how to love ourselves and to accept ourselves. It's a challenging aspect, though, because in reverse, when my cup is not overflowed, who can I give to? How can I give any more of myself? It's feeling hopeless, feeling despair. It's a crossing energy. It's like an internal knowing, but I think you feel, as much as you try to fill it up, you feel empty. But when we follow it, it's like the water is not only that self-love, but it's the intuition, it's the guidance. And when you follow that internal knowing that is guided, the guidance of our angels and our spirit guides and of God that is directing us and helping us through this, following that intuition and being obedient to what internally you know, then you are filled with the card in itself when it comes upright, joy and overflow. It's a challenging aspect you're dealing with right now. And I can't blame you, right? It feels like you've been treading water for a while, which tells me your cup is not full. So I ask, from your point of view, what's going on? And this is your point of view, and it comes with two cards. It comes with the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Please forgive me, I'm just the messenger and I'm just reading the cards, but I have to ask first and foremost, how honest are you with yourself? Are you being with yourself? Are you facing the problems, or are you keeping a blindfold on? And the reason I say this is because we got the Nine of Pentacles, which is self-sufficient, independent, graceful, diplomacy. Maybe it's the self-assurance that you feel like you're there, but you also know that it's not the Ten of Pentacles. It's not your fulfillment. I also feel like you're studying a lot. Maybe that is the energy of developing a plan, the Page of Swords. It's almost restless energy as well. It's, to me, when I see the Page of Swords, it comes with a little bit of a reminder to slow down and not to be reckless. And why I say, are you being honest with yourself? I guess what I'm really asking is, are you trying to rush something that isn't? It's like you can't rush your healing. You can't rush the end game until all the lessons are learned. I feel like for you, again, who can blame you, are ready for that to be done. But I don't feel like you're seeing the whole picture like Spirit would be asking you to, with the energies and everything that's involved. Because when I ask Spirit what's really going on from a higher perspective, from their point of view, it comes with the moon and it comes in reverse. So the moon is an opportunity, because not all things are seen, right? It's about following that intuition, but with it being reverse, I feel like it's Spirit saying there's a part of you that may be actually avoiding the hard truths, like avoiding your own shadows, the fear, the deception. Or maybe there is fear and deception that are in your external so within, so without, right? It's a very dark time, actually, is what I feel. Indeed, and Spirit says, indeed, like it could be that you are actually amidst the dark night of your own soul. God only knows how many we may have of those. But to maneuver that which we can't see really does call upon Spirit. It calls upon having a faith and really leaning into our intuition to guide us out. I don't know how much you've been avoiding that. And maybe being too much in your head and trying to be self-sufficient in your own. Feels like there's a call, huge, like I look at this and just in these cards alone, right? The guidance tells me that there are spirit guides, there are higher self. This challenge of following that intuition, that self-love and that guidance of an internal knowing, and relying too much on what you see on the outside and trying to come up with your own plan versus I feel the strong need of following your own intuition. Because then we move to what spirit's advice. It comes with the star, but it too comes in reverse. Which tells me the soul I'm speaking to feels like you may have felt like you're at a crossroads or where you have given up on hope. That you feel like you've asked and been maybe abandoned or it hasn't shown up, but the star in reverse as a guidance, I can't help but feel like this is what comes to my mind. Don't give up on hope. Your hope, your strong will and hope can feed your faith. And when you feed your faith, it can feed miracles. And maybe that's what you're hoping for, or what's needed. But moreover, I think it's not only that hope feeds faith, faith feeds miracles, but that miracle of an internal knowing of a plan of how to execute going forward in the silence of knowing. Not to be blindsided by emotions or the gray. Because your potential outcome comes with two cards. One is the Knight of Cups. It comes in reverse. Knight of Cups. Feels like it comes with the heat of a warning. Kind of over here of this restless energy. Whatever plan you are executing, whatever you're facing right now is not a time to be. This is the discernment, right? This isn't about following your heart and emotions, right? It's the intuitive alliance of knowing in your heart what is right. Even when it hurts. Otherwise, you move recklessly, jump to conclusions, become moody. Moreover, it's called with the Seven of Cups in reverse, which even more emphasizes it's a time of coming to a decision, making a very clear choice and moving in on it. Going back to the original download, the details matter, the framework and the how to execute. Is a time to know when you make your next move to be so aligned, to be in such a state of obedience, to trust in that of the divine and your spirit guides and your higher self that have the higher perspective and knowing that you can't see with your own human eyes. I've got to throw this out. Sometimes our heart and our mind don't align. Is that gut internal, the third brain I refer to, that will lead us when we aren't for sure. That's that internal knowing. And if it makes us sick to our stomach, that's that knowing without knowing, right? It's a time to come in alignment. This is about healing. And I feel like, moreover, it's about trusting the unknown to create a plan, a hardcore plan to move forward, to help you maybe graduate whatever you're at. You're very much supported. Though I don't know that you can see that right now. We'll end with an oracle card. But you were made for this. I gotta say that, right? Because you're the warrior spirit. Despite how tired or weary you are. I think that comes with a large reminder too, right? There's about planning right now. It's not about jumping right to war. It's about planning and executing. Going back to the Zen philosophy. The inner child. Within each of us dwells an inner child, that part of us who remains small, innocent, and playful, while the rest of us grew up. That child is calling to you now to reconnect with the more childlike part of yourself, the one who believes in magic, who approaches life fearlessly, and who also has time to stop and play in a puddle or kick about the autumn leaves. This reconnection will enable you to approach life with a lighter heart and have more fun. Joyfully, I open up to the magic of life. I allow myself to laugh, play, dream, and be silly. I welcome every situation with simplicity and flexibility. I live cheerfully in the magic of the moment. Moreover, the reconnecting and approaching life from a different point of view. Back to childlike faith, the hope that feeds faith and faith feeds miracles. I love you guys so much. As always, thank you. If you've made it this far in the video and you haven't yet, and you feel inclined, please do subscribe. The energy of the collective helps get these messages out. And I love building our community. Please like, share if you feel so inclined. And as always, until next time, sending you guys so much love. Namaste.